Let's go. We are live. Wait for this to pull. What's going on? Give it a couple minutes for people to come in. Okay, I think we are rolling now. Had a little bit of troubleshoot issues right there at the beginning. I'm just learning all this streaming stuff, so. But we'll give this like another minute, 60 seconds for some more people to join this live. I think this is going to be a great training. I am really, 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 really excited about this training. I think it's going to be tactical, eye-opening. And if you're an agent, like who is trying to learn how you can really leverage a listing to get more listings and like completely separate yourself from the competition, this is what you need to do. Like this is the training. Like we've spent a lot of time into perfecting, like, when an agent that we work with has a listing, for how we really do things from start to finish on stuff. And yeah, this is kind of it in a good overview. So again, I'm just going to start sharing my screen for people that are coming in. They'll be coming in, but this is going to be a great training and I hope you guys implement. So let me get over here into my screen share. Let me make sure that it's sharing over here. Cool. All right. So what this training is labeled is how to sell your listings faster and win more sellers with a proven strategy. Now, before, like, you might be an agent closing a lot of deals, you have a big network, and you don't think you need to watch this training. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn something. So stick around, it's gonna be great. The reason I put this in here with "you're killing me, Smalls" is because sometimes when I watch agents and how they, market a listing and what they're doing for a listing, I'm like, oh my God, you're killing me, Smalls. Like you could be doing so much more for your seller, for yourself, to produce a better result and to also be able to leverage that listing into creating more conversations and getting more listings down the road. So really the mindsets that we want to avoid, in personal, my opinion, of what you don't want to get into is like saying like the home will sell itself. Like, why do I need to create video content? Why do I need to put together a strategy? Like, I just need to price the home and the home will sell itself. Well, like, that's great. Like, then why are they hiring you? Like, if all they need to do is price it correctly, they could just hire an appraiser or someone to correctly price it and then stick a sign in the ground themselves, So that's not a mindset we want to have. Another one is I don't need to do this. My agent connections are enough. I hear people saying this, like, I've been doing this for a long time. I have a lot of agent connections. I don't need to market my homes in a strategic way. I just need to pick up my phone and call. Like, that's great. But I also think that you're going to be missing a lot of opportunity, because if you could be marketing your listings in a really way that makes you stand out, you can, one, use that for leverage and listing appointments. And I guarantee you sellers are going to be seeing your content and seeing how you're doing your marketing for your listings and have the perception of, I want to work with this person because I saw how they marketed this person's home and it was fantastic and I want them to do it. And then the last thing is, like, the home is not nice enough, so we don't want to spend money to market it. We don't want to get into that. Like, especially here in the local market that we're in Orange County, the average selling price on a home is like almost $1 million, if not more. If you're doing 3%, 2%, you're making 20 to 30 grand. I know you might have a split with your broker and what that is, so you might be taking home 16 to 20 grand, but you can invest a little bit of that dollar, into really putting together a marketing campaign for this home that's going to get it sold and help you attract more deals. So the mindset that we really, like I want to take behind things, and this is, I'm not an agent, but how I would think as an agent is, I want to do such an outstanding job that this person that I'm listing their home tells everyone about this transaction and other people recognize it and see like, wow, these guys do things differently. Like how they market homes and sell homes is different than any other agent that we see. Because if we just do the same things as every other agent, how can we truly say that we are different in the marketplace? If every agent just prices the home, goes and sticks a for sale sign, takes some photos, posts them on the internet, or does something of that nature, how can we truly say that we're different and bringing an elevated experience? Like, I think the main goal that you want to do is you want to create an experience for people of why they want to work with you. Like, people pay premiums for a better experience. It's the same reason that someone only pays $99 for nosebleed seats at a Laker game versus paying courtside, and they pay 100x the price, is because the experience. So, if you're creating an experience for your clients when they're selling their home with you, it's also going to make them be encouraged to want to spend more money with you. So what that means to me is like, if people are saying, well, I don't want to work with you if you list for 3%, I want to do 1.5% or 2%. I imagine from our feedback, a lot of those conversations go out because people see the value that you're actually bringing to the table. So we want, like, people already have bad perceptions of what agents are. They think they don't do anything, that they just show up to a home, put it in, take some photos, the home sells, and they get paid this big commission check, and it's total bullshit, But that's not the truth, and we don't want people to see that. But if we don't actually show people all the things that we're doing, people make stupid assumptions, like these people who think that you as an agent don't do anything. Now, here's what the marketing looks like for most real estate agents. It's take a photo, post just listed on Instagram, maybe send an email campaign, and post a just sold. And like, this is an actual Instagram I saw for a listing just listed for sale here in Orange County from an agent. And I'm just like, wow, I love the street lights, the string lights that you threw onto it. Then they got an email campaign. The email campaign looks good here. I put maybe because a lot of agents that I talk to still don't actually email out their listings in any sort of way, either if it's to agents or to people like in their actual database. And then when the home is sold, if it does sell, they do like a nice little Instagram post that says sold on it, and it might have some language that says sold in 20 days with this many offers, contact me now. But like, come on, doesn't this seem like so basic and rudimentary? Like, if you're trying to attract like high net worth clients, if you want to attract like sellers who are going to be able to see the value and the difference in what you bring to other agents, like, do you think by presenting them your listing campaign of what you're going to do to get the house sold, and this is what it looks like, do you think that's going to help you versus an agent who's, when I show you what we're doing what you're doing, like, it's not going to better your chances. So how you can make this a million times, I think I put 100,000 times, but it's like a million times better, and just wow the shit out of your clients, and also look like a true professional in the eye of future clients. And when I say future clients, it's people that are going to be thinking of selling their home, that see the way that you market homes and are saying like, wow, I want to work with that person. Again, like this happens all the time. So the first thing that we want to do when you get a listing, from the minute like you leave, it's signed, that you got this property, is, there's probably going to be some stuff that you're going to do to it. In most cases that we see, like, there is like a week to 2 period where you got to stage the property. If there's any pre-work that needs to be done, like if there's a renovation or you guys are putting some money into the property, things of that nature, on a property in this time frame, we can start building hype around the property to start generating interest. Like, how cool do you think it would be for your buyers, or for your sellers, I mean, if the home hasn't even hit the market yet and you're already telling them like, dude, send out an email for some pre-marketing, posted some different stuff. I already got like 10 people hitting me up, man. Like, look at this stuff. 10 people reached out to me asking for more information about your house. We haven't even listed it. Like, think about the confidence that this is now instilling into your seller about how they made the right choice to work with you. So like, something that you can do is right here, like, just get a map. This is one that we do with some agents that we work with here locally. And it's create an email that has a picture of a map that literally just circles the area of where the listing is in. And you have to do this because when the listing is not live, you are not allowed to sell or give specific information about the house, like insider, before it's open to the public. It's something to do with the Fair Housing Act. But you can create an email that just says coming soon, exciting property, give very generalized details where it's going to be located. I can't share all the details just yet. Stay tuned for exclusive updates and sneak peeks on our social channels. Trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And then if they click this button, it auto-populated a text that would get sent to the agent. So this is something that you could do. You got an email database, like you should 100% be sending this email. And how easy is this to do? The next thing that you can do is create a coming soon post on Reels, Shorts, TikTok. You can get creative with it. I'll show an example of one that we did here. You can't hear the audio, and I'm sorry about that, but pretty much what it's saying is that like coming soon, we have a property that is going to be for sale right in this area. I can't share too much about the information on this property, but if you have a buyer or someone yourself is interested in a property like this, you know, please reach out to me. And there was a bunch of comments on it, and then a bunch of people reached out in DM and via email saying like, hey, can we get some more info on this property? Again, think about how powerful that is, that if you go to a buyer and you're showing them that and you're saying like, look at all the people, or you go to a seller and look at all the people, the buyers that are interested in this property. So boom, that's step 1.1 of what we want to do, is we want to nail the pre-marketing for this property. Now, excuse me, I'm sorry. Now the property is live. It's kind of already you fixed the staging, you got the property dialed in, and you're ready to hit it live. Now it comes in the big drop. Now you might have already had some initial interest, how we've talked about, and we've even had people not even take the home to market because they get people from the pre-marketing saying like, hey, like we don't even want this home to hit the market. We want it so bad, like we'll just pay what you guys want for it right now, and so it doesn't have to hit the market. Like that is actually a scenario that happens just from the pre-marketing. So now we need to create buzz about the home, but here's how to do it. So right when the home becomes live, you just need to create a nice little email that looks like this, that has some pictures on the home. You can include some more pictures if you want to. We include the button here. We include one picture that's really nice because we really want to entice people to click this button to go view more property details on it. So this is an email that you should be sending right when it hits the market, new to the market. Give them the full details, the spiel. Let them know when the open houses are going to be and when they can come see the property. The next thing I want you to do is, because I love photos, like especially in the beginning stages, for as much as that we love video, I think photo for real estate still has a very rightful place. And it's because the photo tells a story, and it's just such a great way to get an experience from the home. So create like a nice templated thing that is for sale, shows some great photos throughout the property, and then gives them a way to get in contact with you. So that's what we want to do for the big buzz drop right here. We want to send out an email, and we want to send this first post that we want to do. And this is like day one of property going live right here. The next thing that we want to do is, we are such big believers about building a campaign around a house, and how we do that is with exponential marketing. And what a lot of people will do, the whole, like I'll skip through this part real quick, but the whole point of exponential marketing is we need to create a campaign around the home. We don't just want to get one video created like at all, and then that's all we had created. So now we're just relying on posting the same video, the same creative over and over and over again. If the property sits for 3 to 4 weeks, and then your sellers are telling you like, post the videos more, do something more, like where's the push coming from? But all you have is one video created, like that's just going to get boring. People are going to be like, damn, like they're seeming desperate. Like they keep posting the same thing over and over again. So we want to be able to create videos about the home that not just are like one overview general video of the home, but also highlight like the amenities about the home, the location, the local businesses, and really create a campaign. So we're not relying on one video. We got a bunch of different videos, and I'll dive into these. Like this one was like the secrets out, like it's just launched. We did this on day 2. We posted it the day after we posted this stuff. We shot this video right here and got it posted up. Won't need to watch the whole thing, but you get a gist, right? Now it just goes into a great property video. Now another video that we did is pointing it out, because one of the people that we think is going to be able to buy this house is someone that is a boater, wants boating space in the front yard. So we made one that calls out for all you boaters out there. Talking about a different amenity. Now this one goes into talking about the view. Imagine this view every single day. And then this one, it has a home gym, highlighting the home gym. So there you go. You see what I'm saying? In every single home, there's different amenities. Like this one was very focused on the home. It was a big home. It had a lot of different amenities and features within it. It had an elevator. It had a home office. It had a home gym, beautiful views, boat slips, like a masterpiece garage. So we created a bunch of different marketing collateral around all of these different pieces, so we were able to have, like, we knew that this home for this price point, $22 million, is going to sit a little bit longer. There's just a smaller buyer pool, and we didn't want to sit there and rely on one piece of creative to last us the whole amount of time. So we've just created a bunch of different content that we can just continually drip out and market the home, and sellers love this too. So again, it's the whole point of creating the experience, the campaign around the home. So you can tie in like local businesses, the location, cool amenities. How that local business would work is like, say for example, this one is in Newport Beach. It's close to like 17th Street. So like maybe you can be at a 17th Street restaurant eating a burger, and then someone's like, man, this burger's so good, I wish I could have it every single day, right? Be like, well, you can, man. I know a home that's just down the street for sale, that's walking distance from here, and you could walk from your house to here and have a burger every single day. Like, come on, check it out. Like, I'll come show it to you how far it is, you know? Like, that's a video tying in the community. Like, you just got to get creative with what you do in this, but there are so many different angle points that you can hit within a home to really, really create that exponential marketing and put a campaign around the home. Now, the last thing that we want to do in 1.4 is we want to share the story. This is the biggest mistake that I think agents make after they just achieved a great result for a client, is not sharing that story or win with others. And look, on a side note, on a quick little tangent I'm going to go on, is me personally, like, we have a consultant that we pay a good amount of money for on a monthly basis. How I found this person was through YouTube. They would go YouTube live every Wednesday. I would tune into the lives and I would see the content that they would post, and I really, really liked their mindset, thought processes, and obviously the offer that they built out. But what really pushed me over the edge from just showing up and watching the lives to becoming a paid client was their case studies of how they would share the stories of how they took someone from, here to here in the roles, the challenges that they were going through and stuff. So what this looks like is what I see a lot of agents do is they'll post something like this after they close a deal. Congratulations, just sold, thankful Thursdays. Then the caption will say something like, sold in 10 days with multiple offers for over asking price. Call me today to sell your home. And like, it's so basic that, like, I'm really happy that you got a great result and people are happy here. But again, we want to use this transaction to be able to leverage to create more conversations and things. And this isn't really going to drive conversations. It might, people might like it and they might think it's cool, but I just doubt that it's going to really drive the conversation volume that you really want to have happen from that. So look, this part of the transaction is what you really need to focus on marketing if you want to have the listing lead to more listings. The story of is what you need to invite people into to be able to discover just how much you do on every transaction. Like, again, going back to the point, a lot of people think an agent just lists a home, puts a for sale sign, and then offers come in. You don't do that. And that's why you need to tell the story behind what you do so people can actually not stop making assumptions and can actually see like, oh my God, like this person does all that stuff for a listing. and that's how they're able to get that result. So we need to create a video that highlights everything that you did for the transaction. How did you meet the client? What were their initial problems and concerns that they had? What were the solutions that you brought to the table? How did you market the property? What were the challenges that came up during it? What did you do? What did that do from when you were marketing the property? What were the results? How did that impact your sellers and buyers? By creating this, now someone can have that aha moment. And that aha moment looks like, wow, that person just helped them people down the street, help these guys get that price, and they did all that stuff and help them overcome all those problems and achieve that goal. We need to give them a call when we're thinking about selling, because we're kind of in the same shoes as that seller was, and if they could help them do that, then maybe they can help us. We need to reach out to them. And kind of like what this looks, this was a really, really fun case study video that we did, which is a great example. This was a good example, and then let me show you even another one that was just shot. Let's see, it's right here. Boom. Like, look at that. If you're a seller and you saw that video right there, you're definitely calling Ellie. You know what I mean? If you're thinking about selling, giving her a seat at the table, then what you could do is you could package that into an email, type it up and send that out as an email. Have them go watch the full video. If you posted it on Instagram or somewhere like how we did with this, it just links out to that actual video. But this again told the story of how that all happened. So like really just think about how much more powerful that makes your listing presentation, just from showing your potential clients everything that you're gonna do. Like again, when we looked up at the top, like if this is what you're doing versus like the agent that you might be going against for the listing and they're doing all this, I can guarantee you that the agent that's doing all this marketing is gonna win the listing versus you. So again, that is just another big reason of why you should reconsider, if that's what you're doing, why you should do it differently. Because you can even show the stats and reports for how many eyeballs you're driving to the property, to those sellers that you're doing the listing appointment with, and show them how many eyeballs you're going to get on social media, email, flyers. Like I even have some let me see, some details on this listing that we did for someone recently. They asked me to send them some stuff. So just alone on our last listing campaign that we did, there was 1,800 opens on the email, 125 clicks for the property. There was a total of 28 social media posts, 47,000 views, 1,900 likes, comments, and shares on the property. Like that is a lot of good positive momentum that's created for the property. So again, like when you're able to use this data in the correct way and show people all the different things that you're doing, it just shows them like you are different. You're not just the agent that is just going to do the bare minimum, show up, stick a sign in the thing, put it on the MLS, and hope it gets sold and collect a big commission check. This is like really, such a powerful listing strategy. And I do think that your next listing is embedded in the current listing that you currently have. And I promise you, if you follow the steps that we just kind of laid out for you right there with your next listing campaign, it's going to sell higher. You're going to have a better experience for your clients, and you're going to be able to get conversations started with people who are looking for an agent like you. So hope that was really helpful. We're live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. So if you want to hop in, hop in. But